Hello everyone! Today, I want to talk about a very important topic for anyone learning English. It's about why you should use only English subtitles when watching movies or TV shows. This might sound simple, but it can make a big difference in how quickly and effectively you learn the language. Let me explain why. Learning English can be challenging, especially if it's not your first language. There are new words, different grammar rules, and sometimes the way people speak in real life is different from what you learn in books. But don't worry, one of the best ways to learn is by watching English movies or TV shows. This helps you hear how people really speak and use the language in everyday situations. The temptation of native language subtitles. When you watch a movie in English, you might feel tempted to use subtitles in your native language. This feels comfortable because you can understand everything that's happening. However, using your native language subtitles can slow down your learning. Here's why. 1. When you watch a movie with subtitles in your own language, you don't focus on listening to the English words. Your brain gets lazy and just reads the subtitles. This means you miss out on learning new words and phrases in English. It's like you're not giving yourself a chance to practice and improve. 2. English has a rhythm and flow that's different from other languages. When you rely on native language subtitles, you miss the natural pace of English conversation. You don't get to hear the intonation, the stress on certain words, and the way people naturally pause in their speech. All of these are important parts of understanding and speaking English well. 3. Subtitles in your native language translate the meaning, but not the exact words or expressions used in English. You might miss out on learning idioms, slang, and cultural expressions that are not directly translatable. These are the little things that make a big difference in how well you understand and communicate in English. Now, let's talk about the benefits of using only English subtitles. This might seem harder at first, but it has many advantages. 1. When you use English subtitles, you are forced to listen carefully to the spoken words and match them with the text. This helps improve your listening skills and your ability to understand spoken English. You start to recognize common phrases and sentence structures, which helps you in everyday conversations. 2. English subtitles expose you to new words and phrases in context. This means you see how words are used in real situations, which makes it easier to remember and use them later. You also learn the correct pronunciation, which is crucial for speaking English well. 3. Using English subtitles helps you understand not just the language, but also the culture. You get to see how people use language in different contexts, like formal or informal situations. This helps you understand the nuances and subtleties of English, which is important for becoming fluent. 4. As you get used to watching movies with English subtitles, you'll find that you understand more and more. This builds your confidence and makes you more willing to speak and practice English. It's a positive cycle. The more you practice, the better you get, and the more you want to learn. We talked about the benefits of using only English subtitles when learning English. Now, let's dive deeper into the problems you might face if you continue to use subtitles in your native language. These issues can slow down your learning and even create barriers to becoming fluent in English. When you watch movies with subtitles in your native language, your brain tends to focus on reading the subtitles rather than listening to the spoken English. This means you're missing out on exposure to English vocabulary. You might understand the story, but you're not picking up new words or learning how to use them in context. This lack of exposure can hinder your vocabulary growth, which is crucial for fluency. Using native language subtitles can create a dependency on translation. You start relying on the subtitles to understand what's happening, instead of trying to understand the English being spoken. This habit can be hard to break and can make it difficult to engage in real-life conversations where you can't pause and read translations. Learning a language is not just about translating words. It's about thinking and understanding in that language. Movies and TV shows often feature different accents, slang, and casual speech. When you rely on subtitles in your native language, you miss the opportunity to train your ear to these variations. This can make it hard to understand English in real-world situations, like traveling, working, or even chatting with friends. Real-life conversations don't come with subtitles, so it's important to get used to listening and understanding English as it's spoken. Language is not just about words, it's also about culture and context. English movies and TV shows are filled with cultural references, idioms, and expressions that might not translate directly into your native language. When you use native language subtitles, you might miss these nuances, which are important for fully understanding and appreciating the language. Understanding these cultural elements is key to becoming truly fluent and comfortable in English. Using English subtitles not only helps with listening skills, but also improves reading and comprehension. Reading subtitles in English helps you get used to the sentence structure, grammar, and style of the language. It's a form of practice that complements other language learning methods, like reading books or writing essays. When you use native language subtitles, you're missing out on this valuable practice. Now that we've covered the problems with using native language subtitles, let's discuss how you can transition to using only English subtitles. This might seem challenging at first, but with a few practical tips, you can make this change smoothly and effectively. Begin with movies or TV shows that you already know well. This way, you're familiar with the plot and characters, which makes it easier to focus on the language. Because you already know the story, you can pay more attention to the English being spoken and the subtitles. If switching to English subtitles feels too difficult, you can start by using both English and your native language subtitles. Most streaming services allow this. Use this method for a short period to help you transition. Pay attention to how sentences are constructed in English and compare them with your native language. Once you're comfortable with both sets of subtitles, switch to using only English subtitles. It might feel challenging at first, but try to push through the discomfort. Remember, the goal is to immerse yourself in the language as much as possible. Practice active watching. Active watching means paying close attention to the language. Don't just passively read the subtitles, listen to the pronunciation, notice the intonation, and observe how words are used in different contexts. Pause and rewind if you don't understand something, and try to learn from it. Consistency is key in language learning. Try to watch English movies or TV shows with English subtitles regularly. The more you do it, the more comfortable you'll become, and the faster you'll improve. We discussed the benefits of using only English subtitles and the problems with relying on subtitles in your native language. Now, let's explore how you can make the most of this approach by integrating it into a broader learning strategy. Using English subtitles can be a powerful tool, but it works best when combined with other methods of learning English. Watching movies with English subtitles is a great passive learning activity, but it can be even more effective when combined with active learning. Here are some ways to do this. While watching, keep a notebook handy. Write down new words, phrases, or idioms that catch your attention. After watching, look up the meanings and practice using them in sentences. This helps reinforce your learning and expands your vocabulary. Try repeating sentences after the characters, focusing on pronunciation and intonation. This exercise helps you get used to the rhythm of English and improves your speaking skills. It's a simple way to practice your pronunciation in a fun and engaging manner. Use shadowing technique. Shadowing involves listening to a line of dialogue and then immediately repeating it, trying to match the speed, intonation, and pronunciation of the speaker. This technique is great for improving listening skills and spoken fluency. You can pause and replay scenes until you feel comfortable with the lines. Using English subtitles helps you learn words and phrases in context. This means you not only learn the meaning of new words, but also how they are used in different situations. Here are some tips to enhance contextual learning. 1. Focus on collocations. Collocations are words that frequently go together. For example, we say make a decision instead of do a decision. While watching movies, pay attention to these combinations and try to remember them. They are essential for sounding natural in English. 2. Understand cultural references. Movies often contain cultural references, idioms, and expressions that are unique to the English-speaking world. Take note of these and research them if necessary. Understanding these elements can greatly enhance your cultural knowledge and language proficiency. 3. Practice with different genres. Different genres of movies and TV shows can expose you to various styles of language. For example, a comedy might use more slang and informal language, while a drama might feature more formal speech. By watching a variety of genres, you can expand your understanding of different registers and contexts in English. One of the most significant benefits of using English subtitles is the improvement in listening skills. Here's how to maximize this benefit. 1. Listen first. Read later. If you find it challenging to follow the dialogue, try listening to a scene first without reading the subtitles. Then watch it again with subtitles to see if your understanding improves. This method helps you rely more on your listening skills and less on reading. 2. Focus on pronunciation and intonation. Pay attention to how words are pronounced, especially words that sound different from how they are spelled. English is known for its irregular pronunciation, and movies are a great way to hear how words are actually spoken. Try to mimic the intonation and rhythm to improve your speaking skills. 3. Identify listening challenges. Notice the aspects of listening that are difficult for you. Is it the speed of speech, the accent, or the use of idiomatic expressions? Identifying these challenges can help you focus your practice. For example, if accents are difficult, try watching movies from different English-speaking countries to get used to various accents. While English subtitles are a fantastic tool, it's important to use them as a supplement to other learning methods, not as a crutch. Here are some tips to balance your learning. 1. Diversify your learning methods. In addition to watching movies, engage in other activities like reading books, listening to podcasts, or taking online courses. This diversification helps reinforce what you learn and exposes you to different aspects of the language. 2. Practice speaking and writing. Make sure to practice speaking and writing in English regularly. Watching movies helps with listening and reading, but speaking and writing require active use of the language. Try speaking with friends, joining language exchange groups, or writing a journal in English. 3. Set realistic goals. set achievable goals for your language learning journey. For example, aim to watch a certain number of movies or episodes with English subtitles each week, or learn a set number of new words. This keeps you motivated and helps track your progress. We've covered the benefits, challenges, and strategies for integrating subtitles into your learning routine. Now, let's focus on how to stay motivated and committed to your language learning journey, and I'll share some final tips to help you make the most of using English subtitles. Learning a new language is a long-term commitment. It's important to be patient with yourself and consistent in your efforts. Watching movies with English subtitles is just one of many tools you can use. Here are some ways to stay motivated. 1. Celebrate small wins. Every time you understand a new word or phrase, or follow a conversation without needing to read the subtitles, celebrate it. These small victories add up and boost your confidence. Remember that progress might seem slow, but each step brings you closer to fluency. 2. Set achievable goals. Setting realistic and achievable goals can help keep you motivated. For example, you could aim to watch a certain number of movies or episodes per week with English subtitles. Another goal could be to learn a specific number of new words or phrases from each movie. By tracking your progress, you'll see how far you've come, which can be very encouraging. 3. Keep a learning journal. Document your learning journey in a journal. Write down new words, phrases, and expressions you learned, and note how you felt while watching movies with English subtitles. Reflecting on your experiences can help you recognize your progress and stay motivated. To make the most of using English subtitles, it's crucial to use them effectively. Here are some final tips. 1. Choose movies and shows that interest you. Pick content that you enjoy and find interesting. Whether it's drama, comedy, action, or documentaries, choosing something you like will make the learning process more enjoyable and engaging. When you're interested in what you're watching, you're more likely to stay focused and absorb more language. 3. Rewatch and review. Don't hesitate to rewatch movies or episodes. The first time, you might focus on understanding the plot, but on subsequent viewings, you can pay more attention to language details. Rewatching helps reinforce your learning and allows you to catch things you might have missed the first time. 3. Engage with the content. Discuss the movies or shows you watch with others, either in person or online. This could be with friends, language learning groups, or online forums. Talking about the content helps reinforce what you've learned and provides an opportunity to practice speaking and writing in English. 4. Use technology and tools. There are many apps and tools designed to help with language learning. Some apps can highlight difficult words, provide definitions, or even offer quizzes based on what you watch. Leveraging technology can enhance your learning experience and provide additional support. Language learning requires perseverance and a willingness to embrace challenges. Here are some final thoughts on keeping a positive mindset. 1. Embrace mistakes as learning opportunities. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Whether you're practicing speaking, writing, or listening, mistakes are a natural part of the learning process. Each mistake is an opportunity to learn and improve. 2. Stay curious and open-minded. Approach your language learning with curiosity and an open mind. Explore different genres, accents, and cultural contexts. The more you expose yourself to different aspects of the language, the richer your learning experience will be. 3. Remember your motivation. Always remind yourself why you are learning English. Whether it's for travel, work, study, or personal growth, keeping your motivation in mind can help you stay committed, especially when the going gets tough. Using English subtitles while watching movies and TV shows is a powerful tool in your language learning arsenal. It helps improve your listening skills, expand your vocabulary, and understand the cultural nuances of the English language. By integrating this method into a broader learning strategy and staying motivated, you can make steady progress toward fluency. Remember, learning a language is a journey, and every step counts. Keep practicing, stay curious, and most importantly, enjoy the process. The more you immerse yourself in the language, the more confident and proficient you will become. Good luck on your journey to mastering English, and remember to celebrate each milestone along the way. Subscribe to the channel if you like this video. Also, watch other video on my channel. The link to the playlist with stories is in the description.